Yeah, premeditated poetry is just as smooth as the wind. X-rated, shiny, nickel-plated. Intro my shin, let the slaughter begin. The fatigue sets in, taking pictures with Mac 11s with a scandalous grin. Inflicting trauma on your brain, I'm certified insane. I'm taking CeeLo money, slick is out on the train. They got the city under siege, it's a freeze on keys. Now I'ma have to
What
get
is up,
your
guys?
put
Welcome
my
to
mental at
another
ease.
episode of Maximilin Must Know. This is a sample shopping episode, and of course, these are sponsored by DecantShop.com. Decant Shop, for those of you who don't know, is the best place online to get niche samples, decant samples, designer samples, discontinued samples, original formulations, vintage fragrances. It's really just the best resource online. It has an amazingly curated collection. The prices are dirt cheap, and you can use a coupon code MAX12 to get an additional 12% off your entire order. And also, don't forget that at Decant Shop, you can sell or trade in your unused fragrances for store credit or sell. And they do sell decanting supplies as well, all made in the United States. So great place online, decantshop.com. Use coupon code MAX12. And we're going to be looking at 4 fragrances today sent from Decant Shop. First up, we're going to take a look at a fragrance from a house called Carthusia, and the fragrance is called Mediterraneo. Now, Decant Shop doesn't sell this one or the next 2 that I'm going to talk to you about. Adriana just sometimes sends me samples. She buys a lot of fragrances, and they send her samples sometimes, and sometimes she sends them to me. So maybe if I like these 3 enough, I can make a case for her to stock them. Carthusia is an Italian niche brand that dates back to 1380 in Capri. This one, Mediterraneo, came out in 2003 from Perfume Laura Tanato. Very simple note breakdown on this one. You have citrus notes, lemon leaves, and green tea, and a 50 ml of EDT of this goes for 80 bucks. 100 ml goes for 100, and 100 ml for 120 bucks, or you can get 100 ml of EDP strength for $140. Lucky Scent does stock this house. In New York City, C.O. Bigelow stocks this one. And with this one, wow, like right off the bat, what this makes me think of is Aquaviva by Profumo Roma. We've looked at that on this show. This is just incredible. It's bright. The lemon is authentic. It's juicy. You know, look at the way Italian fragrance houses do lemon. Aquaviva, the way that Acqua di Parma does it with their citrus fragrances. It's an explosive, fresh, embracing lemon. If you're looking at Aquaviva by Profumo Roma, which is quite pricey, take a look at this guy as well. It's right there in terms of level and quality. I also get a hint of that green tea in here and spice with this, but to me, the thing here is lemon, and more lemon of an insanely high quality. So give this one a look when spring and summer rolls around. Now, again, the next 2 we're looking at, not at decantshop.com. They're from a house called Pozzo di Borgo. And I have never heard of Pozzo di Borgo. We're going to take a look at 2 fragrances from the house. The first one is called 23 January 1984, and the other is called 8 Mars, or March 1764. Pozzo di Borgo is a French house started by a woman named Valentine Pozzo di Borgo. Sounds very Italian, but what are you going to do? And the theme of this house is naming scents after the birthdays of people in her life. So the first one, 23 January 1984, is a scent meant for a woman, made by Perfume Viola and Colas. Now, she's also done scents for Atkinson, Amouage, Italibre d'Orange. And notes on this one are bergamot, lemon, petitgrain, and cardamom at the top, fig, iris, and coriander in the middle, and benzoin, vetiver, and musk in the base. If you're looking for this house, Essenza Noble carries them, and 100 ml bottles retail for about 160 American dollars. And this one, you know, it's okay. It's fig, very figgy. You get fig, you get citrus, a little bit of vetiver and musk, and a bit of iris. You know, there's a lot of fig scents out there. Of course, Primaire Figgy by L'artisan, Físicos by Detique, Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma, which I've reviewed. This is a nice scent, certainly not going to blow anyone away, but in the same vein, it's quality. You know, there's quality to this. Not outrageous performance. I think for me, the price is too high to give this a serious any serious attention as a possible fig fragrance in my collection, but it's very interesting, I'll say that. The second one is called Mars, or 8 Mars 1764, and this one is for men, and it was developed by Parfumé Philippe Bouston. He did Czar for Van Cleef & Arpels, he's done scents for Histoire and scents for Davidoff, and he did this one as well. Notes on this one are orange, elemi, resin, and bergamot at the top, coriander, cognac, and labdanum in the middle, and vetiver, benzoin, and styrax in the base. This one is this one's pretty good. I get resin, I think, citrus, a little bit of vetiver. I don't get that cognac, although there's a slight booziness here. I personally couldn't see paying niche prices for this fragrance, or the other one we talked about for that matter. Again, these aren't bad fragrances, these two. They're just not anything novel or extraordinary, in my opinion. Finally, this week we're going to take a look at a fragrance from the house of Lorenzo Villoresi, and this one is called Incense. Now, on this show, we looked at Piper Nigrum, and I did a full review on Piper Nigrum, one of my favorite herbal fragrances. To me, it's sort of a literal interpretation of the Jardin theme that Jean-Claude Elena did with Hermes, and I'd like to pick up something else from this house. I really respect the talents of Villoresi as a perfumer, and also the house sent me samples of their lineup when I was first getting started. Now, this one wasn't in what they sent me. I've heard this one has been discontinued, but if you go to the Villoresi website, a 50 ml is available for €100, and 100 ml is available for around, I think, €150. In New York City, the only place that I know that sells this house is Santa Maria Novella on Lafayette Street, who also stocks Eau d'Italy as well. Now, Incense was a '97 release by Lorenzo Villoresi, and as usual, he has a lot of notes in this fragrance. You've got green notes, galbanum, resins, apple, lemon, and bergamot at the top. In the middle, you're going to get flowers, spices, cinnamon, ginger, mimosa, pepper, and labdanum. And in the base, you're going to get benzoin, incense, myrrh, styrax, tolu balsam, apopanax, and sandalwood. And man, you know, these Lorenzo Villoresi scents, you get your money's worth. You know, there's lots going on in these. They're multifaceted, they're multi-layered, and this is a very beautiful, nuanced scent. You know, I love how Villoresi layers his scents and adds depth. Off the top, you do get a little bit of fruit, but really what this fragrance is about to me is that galbanum, the greenness of the galbanum, and then you've got the incense and the benzoin and the myrrh, and so a little bit of freshness, but then some real hardcore smoky resinous notes. So it's a really interesting fragrance, and one that I think I need to spend more time with before making a decision on the bottle. So if I'm going to rank these, I would put Carthusia, the Mediterraneo, is number 1, Villoresi is number 2. I would put the women's Pozzo di Borgo, the fig scent, 3, and the men's one, 4. I don't know if I'll buy any of these. The most likely would probably be the Carthusia, but I don't know. Next week, we're going to be taking a look at 4 more fragrances, one from the house of Etienne Agnier, one from the house of By Kilian, one from the house of Comme de Grosson, and one from the house of Mason Francis Curtijan. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I'll see you again real soon. Please use decantshop.com and use that coupon code MAX12. I can't tell you how much me and Decant Shop appreciates it. Again, these videos air because you guys go online and buy these scents and use that coupon code. So thank you so much. Continue to do so. I'm Maximilin.
Strength, recognize strength. Yo, see the crew. I've been with people that's connected. It's best to be protected. The real life is #1, son. Just accept.